Hello, GA community. It's Dr. Newton here. I want to walk you through the language that you're going to see on the upcoming May 5th bond ballot. Bond ballot language can be a little long, technical, and confusing sometimes. So let's take a few minutes to really look at it ahead of time before May 5th. So first of all, for the district, what is a bond? A bond is a way for our district to borrow money for major long-term capital investments. That can include things like new buildings, improving safety systems, repairing aging facilities and infrastructure. You can think of it kind of like a home mortgage. The district receives funds up front to complete important projects and then repays that over time. For this bond proposal, that's 16 years. It's also important to know that bond funds can only be used for these capital improvements. Things like buildings, infrastructure, technology systems, safety upgrades. It cannot be used for salaries or the day-to-day operating expenses. Anywho, let's break down the ballot language. So you're first going to see a number. So it's going to be 11.24 million. That's what the district is asking for. Those projects will be listed in a paragraph below that. Remodeling school buildings and facilities. It goes all the way through to improving and equipping structures, facilities, and sites. The maximum repayment term, which is 16 years on here, you'll see that in the third paragraph. And then there's some statements about the estimated tax impact. So when you see or hear the 0 mil increase, that's because on here, a mill is being extended from 6.4 this year to 6.4 next year. That's what the bond proposal is asking for. The wording has to be legally specific because it sets boundaries for how the funds can be used. In other words, like once voters approve for the bond, the district is limited to spend these funds on what is described exactly on this bond ballot language. So that sounds a little technical, but specifically it's here to protect the taxpayers and ensure accountability to the district. So now that you know a little bit more about what's going to be on the ballot, we just want you to be able to take a peek at it before May 5th so that when you go to the polls, you know what you are voting for. All right, if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Dr. Newton signing out. Go Rams!